The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 37. You get the S&Ps off 4.5. Nasdaq is down 13. We have the gold contract flat at $12.55. Silver's down 2 cents, $17.41. You get light sweet crude off 73 cents at $49.61. Notes are up 6 ticks at 130.02. Bonds are up 19 ticks at 163.26. And good old King Dollar's down 37 ticks at 97.96. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, folks, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner on the top of the side. You hit the banner. You can bring up the exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And you can come along with us and see how we trade these defined option contracts.
So just to look too, I know you had looked at oil. I think the oil contract had rolled over to December, in which it's still over that 50 price point, if we pull it up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got a couple trades going on this morning.
I got a couple trades going on because what does happen, folks, in the aspect of Sunday night going into the week.
Sure.
What I did last night is that I actually sold the yen. So when you're looking, I did two different things. What happens on a Sunday night is that gold doesn't open until Monday morning.
Yes.
Okay. So I really wanted to buy gold.
Okay.
So to me, selling the yen was kind of the correlation of buying gold.
Sure.
And it's flat right now.
Yeah, you're break even.
It's a break
see,
even.
where'd you get in?
I've been up $40-50 and down $20 all night.
I'm just gonna rewind it to where you got in. I think.
I was sitting there doing the gold report. Let me see.
Yeah. That's like 7 o'clock, so would it be?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shade higher than it is, but there's some premium probably in there.
Yeah, I paid 5 ticks.
Nice.
So that's paying like $50. Well, it's a buck a tick. $25.
That was a lot of numbers.
Yeah, it's a buck a tick.
Okay.
And I get 5 contracts.
Okay, cool.
You know.
Yeah.
And then this morning, once gold opened, then I decided I want to buy a few golds.
Nice.
Because we're at a level right now. This is the so for all you bulls and bears out here, particularly the bulls in the metal market, we're in a tough place right now actually in this metal market, because the dollar index getting over that swing point. You know, I mean, I still think it's going to fail, but guess what? If it doesn't fail, man, these commodities will take a beating. Yeah. You know, if it takes another leg up. To me, it still doesn't have enough juice right now. And inside that correlation also is that the S&P, because the S&P failed with light volume last week, it's like, oh, man, the S&P wants to go higher too. And the S&P is not going to go higher unless that dollar pulls back too. You know, that's my take on it anyway. Yeah. So numbers coming out. Bank of America came out this morning, and this week starts it, folks, that you're going to see lots of earnings coming out, one after the other after the other. No matter how many fines these banks pay, they still make money hand over fist. It's unbelievable, actually. I mean, it's like crazy.
I see it's real believable when you have like hundreds of billions of dollars in revenue and you speak in only terms of millions in fines. So
yeah, right. What's intriguing, folks, inside of these bank numbers is that everyone's worried about bonds, and yet the banks are making much more money on bonds than they've made in the past years. Okay, so there's something going on there that the spread is a little bit wider probably for them, and it doesn't seem it, but something's going on that they're pulling in that kind of money. You know, in the bond market, you know, because each one of them.
I mean, there you go, fixed income surge, the chart right there, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's big.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. And that's all of them. J.P. Morgan, Citigroup, and Bank of America.
Year-on-year change.
Look at that. The estimate was 8%, and J.P. Morgan did 48% better.
I mean, they all just crushed it.
Yeah.
And what, they haven't come out yet, probably?
They haven't come out yet.
Yeah.
Goldman Sachs, GS, let's see. Goldman's coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow
morning.
And Morgan Stanley is coming out 19th.
The following day.
Wednesday. So if we take a look inside the Dow, what the movers are out here this morning, you have Boeing is up 0.5%, Cisco's up 0.5, Johnson & Johnson 0.4. Taken away from it is Merck, down 0.9, Microsoft's off 0.7, so no big numbers. Inside the NDX 100, and next week is going to be the big week for the NDX 100. Mattel is up 1.4%, Viacom's up 0.7. Taken away from it is Western Digital's down 3.7, INCY's down 2.8, Netflix down 2.4, and Bio.
When does Netflix come out with their numbers?
Let's take a look. Because that is an animal. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Tomorrow after the close.
No, today.
Oh, today. That's even going to be better. Okay, that's going to be fun. Okay, that's going to be fun. And
I think IBM comes out too. IBM comes out at like 4:15. I know you're going to just about to say that.
This is good.
4:05.
Yeah. So with Netflix, folks, okay, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, go do it.
Yeah.
Because that comes out at 4:05. Netflix does, and that can move the NDX 100. And the binaries are the spreads. They don't close until 4:15.
You got it.
You know, so
You'll have to get the trade ready at the end of the 3 o'clock hour in your show this afternoon, and
Totally.
then news breaks at 4:05. I think your
Yep.
show begins exactly 4:06.
I like it.
Boom.
Action. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 15. Nasdaq is off 8. S&Ps are down 3.5. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down 13. You get the Nasdaq off 7. S&Ps are off 3.5. And so let's go take a look. So Big Blue's coming out too, huh? Look at that. Oh, and it's saying Big Blue's coming up right at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting. But normally, folks, when it has the time up, that's normally so it means it will come right out.
Yeah.
So that's going to put some nice volatility inside the market.
Definitely.
That'll push the S&P around, where the Netflix will push the NDX 100, the NASDAQ around. Folks, if you happen to be, we're going to be at the Traders Expo.
We sure are.
Yeah, November
It's only a month
17th
away.
and 18th.
I was just going to be like, what day is today? Yeah, today is the 17th.
Yeah.
We will be there. It actually begins the 16th at night.
That's right, that night.
17th is Thursday.
Yeah.
So it's Wednesday, November 16th. The night begins,
Yeah.
Traders Expo, Las Vegas, Caesars Palace. And then Thursday and Friday we have days, and then we'll be flying back here Friday night.
Come visit us.
That's right.
If you happen to be out there. We'll see our man, Mr. Andy Heck. It's beautiful.
We sure will.
Totally.
Definitely.
Totally. So the market out here, this is going to be, it almost looks like it's going to have to wait until good old Big Blue and a few more of these others come out with numbers as to what's going to try to make this thing pop either way.
Can you pull up Netflix, maybe just take a peek? You know, I was hearing,
NFLX.
the CNBC or Bloomberg was talking about this morning. Yeah, so they're today, of course, we'd say like 4:05. And it is interesting, like Amazon, we're always so bullish, right? But it's like, and Netflix, it seems like they should always have a good market because they're so cheap.
Yes.
That for $7 or $9 a month. But in reality, man, they're in such a tough business, and there's competitors coming everywhere for them, including Amazon.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you really, they were at the forefront of everything. They had world dominance, in terms of just market share. And realistically, I think it's going to be one of those things that they're just going to fight to lose that market share as slow as possible at one point. At least in the U.S., I'm sure, I don't understand abroad, but I'm just my pulse of what fundamentally, they produce great content, so that's there. They're spending, boatloads of cash on that.
Right.
But that's a tough business. When that's just like an HBO in terms of what differentiates them from an HBO Go.
Well, we know
and I don't think HBO is valued at Netflix. So it just gets to that realm where I don't need Netflix if I just had HBO Go because they have such an amazing array of shows. That's where you just get in that maybe I'll cancel. Go ahead.
Well, but what also happens is that it's great content, but we know because we're in the business, it has to be produced every day. So you're not taking
paying and producing.
Exactly.
The business plan where they're like getting movies that are already made. That's what made them.
Totally.
Even the shipping one is really what made them.
Exactly.
And they transitioned, and they were at the forefront of everything else, and they still are in terms of just spending boatloads on great programming. But I only have Netflix for the original programming.
Yeah.
Really, thinking
because
about
all the films are old.
That's it. Yeah. Now sometimes if you haven't watched a TV show, maybe like Breaking Bad was on there, and so that was a great deal for people who hadn't watched Breaking Bad. You get that stuff. But nowadays, really, it's mostly just what's your original content that you're putting out there. And man, that's a tough competition in terms of...
And particularly because for Amazon, that's only one part of their business.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I totally agree.
Yeah,
so,
you know what I mean?
They could even
give it away.
spend more money on the production. And if this just becomes a battle where can Netflix spend enough for original content? Right. It's like, geez, I would not want to be in a battle with Amazon to spend money on original content when Amazon is proving that they can compete in that realm and just find good production.
Yeah.
Not to mention HBO, everything. You add those up, and it's like, man, you're not going to have everybody paying for your monthly fees for Netflix.
No.
If you just because everybody can't pay for Netflix, and then what about NFL? Right? They're going to add it. You're going to have to pay for just Yeah, the
NFL deal. I got to get this straight myself because it's like I couldn't get the Patriots game yesterday either, right? It wasn't on yesterday.
Yeah, that's how it works, man. They don't show Patriots games, in
Florida,
all local markets.
Right.
You just figuring this out?
Yeah.
I know. I got to figure this out, man. They're not showing Tom Brady on my TV every day.
Why not?
I think whether it's the Dish Network or, you can get those packages for satellite that you watch every game if you want. I have the Red Zone, which you can get on probably Fios or your local Comcast or Bright House. That Red Zone's a good deal. I don't know how that's going to play into things either in terms of
a good deal.
NBC and CBS paying billions to show their games, and meanwhile, I don't watch football on.
You see the best parts of every game.
And I don't watch their channels anymore.
Right.
Think about they paid billions, probably assuming that I would be, as a football watcher, watching their shows, watching their commercials, and they just cut me out completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks, and this will be a low volume market out here today. So Bank of America is up 4 cents. You got Twitter down 29. You got Microsoft down 48. Lending Club's off 27. Nothing big. Pandora down 40.
Yeah, Netflix really the big one.
Yeah, that's down to 45. Hasbro. Oh, look at Hasbro. We're buying toys. Hasbro's up $6. Look at this. Okay, what's going on with this? This is
coming
amazing.
into Christmas.
Yep.
They come out
Look
this
at that.
morning.
Let's see what they have to say. So, yeah, tops estimates. So Hasbro, third quarter earnings, the estimate was $1.74, and they made $2.03.
The girls' revenue was up 57% to $462 million.
Wow.
I mean, that's just staggering growth for a company like Hasbro selling toys.
Yep, huge.
Preschool revenue down 8%. It's interesting how when those break down.
So it's the Princess.
All those.
Yeah, Disney, Frozen, DreamWorks.
That's
yeah,
exactly.
it totally makes sense, right?
It does.
Those movies.
I mean, anybody, whether you have a daughter, understands that those things just are crazy right now in terms of the stores, the TV.
And you should see, folks, I think, I used to do a lot of business with Hasbro, and it was so cool going in. This is the two Hassenfeld brothers. They ran it down. Let me just see who runs it right now, if they still do. No. But PhD. It was just like, like in the movies with Tom Hanks. You go inside Hasbro. That's what it really looks like. Okay. They're all in little cubes, right? Sure. But everyone has toys going all the way down. Yeah, see, Alan Hassenfeld. That's right there. That's the guy. Him and his brother. That's pretty wild. I think his brother died. People profiles. But it was really, what a great atmosphere. Do you know what I mean?
Cool.
Just toys everywhere. Everyone testing toys. It was like, oh my God. First time I went in. And that's, it's interesting. I mean, that's right in Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Okay.
So, of course, everything got made overseas, but,
sure.
Right there it just starts out.
Yeah.
Our phone number is, there he is right here. Yeah. One sec.
Do you want to show that you could?
Yeah. Sorry.
Could share it with the viewers.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, let's see. So, former chairman, chief executive of Hasbro Toys, held the post 89th. He's the brother of Stephen Hasfeld, who preceded him in the post.
Yeah. It's founded family business 1923.
Yeah. 1923. Well, look at these. He had a big position in Salesforce, too. Interesting. 9 million. So
No. Just follow. It's a much smaller position. I guess it's 100,000 shares, yeah.
Yeah, $10 million.
Yeah, no,
Right.
for sure. But I mean, just so the Hasbro one's 709
million.
It's
not bad,
a
right?
big position. Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We'll be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 10, Nasdaq's up 4, S&Ps are up 1. Something just popped this thing a bit. Stanley Fischer, folks, is going to be talking. He's the vice chairman of the Fed. He's going to be talking at 12:15. So you can expect that we're going to get a little more volatility right across these markets because these Fed governors are going to be out basically all week.
Yeah.
Let me see. So. And he's going to be talking about the topic of low interest rates. So that's going to be an interesting one just in general. Rosengrand, who's the Fed chairman in Boston, was talking Saturday, and he was coming out saying that he thought that the employment rate was already hot. And that...
Meaning what?
Meaning... that they're looking for an unemployment rate of 4.75%. He thinks that it's already there, and if they keep pushing it, that's really going to push inflation. Versus, well, and not versus pushing the rate down, but the more you push it, the more that people will move from job to job and say, no, I want another job, and start kicking up the inflation rate. So that's going to get pretty wild. Let me look at this S&P just for a second, see what popped that. So. Yeah, isn't that wild when that does that?
Yeah.
You know, we just went from 2120 to 2127.
Yeah. Basically back at even.
Yeah, back at even. And it looks to me like we're going to pop around here for quite a while. But a couple of these numbers coming out will move these markets, man.
IBM and Netflix tonight. I'm going to be waiting for those.
That'll move it.
Yeah.
Apple is backing down on the its Titanic plan to take on Detroit. Apple has drastically scaled back its automotive ambitions, leading to hundreds of job cuts in a new direction that for now no longer include building its own car, according to people familiar with the project. Hundreds of members of the car team, which comprises about 1,000 people, have been reassigned. Imagine that. So they put someone on it, then they kind of figured out that, okay, that's not going to work.
Yeah. That could mean a lot of things. Maybe they're going to come out and buy a car company in the next year or something.
Probably cheaper.
You know what I mean? That could
Right.
mean a lot of things. They probably still have a plan to get into it somehow in terms of,
Yeah.
you know, being the technology giant they are, and cars being right on the forefront of some pretty cool things. It would seem like they'd be tapping into that somehow.
Yeah, I guess it's when you go from a software company to a hardware company. Well, that's pretty intense, man.
They're kind of a hardware company too, though.
Yeah.
Just keeping, you know, with the phones, they are versus, you know, Android, which is a software. But now Google's making phones too.
I know, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you don't want to be competing with Google and Amazon.
No, no doubt. So if we take a look at here first, we'll take a look at what the probability is for December. So 65%.
Pretty close to where they've been hanging.
Yeah.
Right?
When we look at the rates, we're at 1.778. You have the United Kingdom's at 1.13. France is at 0.3%. Germany's at 6/100ths. Yeah, you want to see something that's pretty intense, folks. And this is, I happen to see how this shook out right in St. Petersburg. So the pound, see the pound at 121, right? So the pound, folks, this is about as intense as you get. We're at 150 in June 24th, right? Well, what has happened is that this will be in the whole country. I just happen to know it in St. Petersburg, Florida, because we're involved in the real estate down there. And these poor folks that were from Britain, come in and buying a property. If they got caught in the middle of a close, right? What happened is that from 150, if you took 150 pounds, right, $100,000 would only be 66,000 pounds at 150, right?
Sure.
Down where it happened last October 7th at 121, $100,000 is 88,000 pounds.
Sure. Yeah, it's 20% move in the currency. For sure.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think when you really look at it, right, if you go 66 to 88, that's 22,000 more pounds, which is almost.
It's which way you go, up or down.
Right.
You know, that's
right.
Just because, you know, it was worth 150, it's worth about 120.
Right.
That's 30 cents off of it. 30 cents off of 150 is a 20% on the dot decrease.
Right. Okay.
But then if you talk about what's the rise from 120 to 150, which is what, you know, you're talking about what they would be paying.
Yeah.
Then you have a 30 rise on 120.
Right.
So that's where but yeah, I mean, it's a substantial move.
And what happened
in a short period of time.
The thing I think is shocking for them is that, because I was talking to this guy that's from Britain over the weekend, and they really thought that, okay, you know, because it went sideways for so long, folks, they didn't expect that move last week down.
Yeah, which is another 8 or 9%.
Yeah, even though it was a lot smaller,
Oh, yeah.
it got them in shock now. Do you know what I mean?
It's still another 8 or 9%. I mean, you know, that's big money. If you're talking in terms of tens of thousands of dollars, 10% is going to.
It's huge money for folks that get $500 million and they didn't convert it yet, and they live in the United States now. This guy and his family happens to be living in the United States. Right.
They should have had an Everbank account.
I know.
You know, I'm being serious.
No,
listen, you know, if you're doing big business in America and you're in Britain, and Britain's about to, you know, decouple themselves from the EU.
Right.
You know, to be frank, you should have taken some precautions to hedge against needing dollars in the future.
No,
sure. That's unfortunate. Yeah.
It's pretty intense, man.
It is.
It's like, wow. You know?
That's like the one situation, you know, not really anywhere outside of Britain, you know what I mean?
The thing that's amazing, if you want to see something that really is absolutely amazing, folks, is that if we take this chart, I'm going to put this on a 50-year chart. This will blow your mind. The pound has only been down this time in the last 50 years only once.
Well, that only goes, I guess that goes back to 70.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
In 1985, folks, the high was 123 and the low was 105. That's how long ago.
Yeah.
So.
And I'd say that the pound's going to face a lot more scrutiny in the year or two
So
coming.
it seems like.
As
Right.
well, it's just kind of the beginning of them getting out. There's negotiations. There's the actual, leaving the EU. That hasn't happened yet. So
Pretty intense, man.
it's not like they're on the way up, in terms of things being resolved.
No.
Yeah.
If we go over and take a look at the GD, actually, let's go look at my good old yen trade here. Looks like I'm going to just break even on this, but I get till 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay.
That's what I thought was intriguing with the two. You can see it's only fluctuated around the same thing. The low's been 104.
Yeah, not a lot of action, really.
No, the high is the 104.31. And I believe this trade closes at 3 with a...
Right there, yeah.
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
Yep.
And the gold one closes at 1:30. So we'll see where those shake out.
Yeah.
But that is just so...
You're going to have the Fed talking, so that's some action
that's
that'll
right.
help.
That's right. If you just joined us, folks, that really, to me, that was the same trade, meaning going long gold. I was looking for the yen to back down and to gold open up. And last night, the only way you could trade that trade inside that defined option product was sell the yen.
Play those currencies.
Sell the yen, baby. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 1. Nasdaq's up 1. S&P's are flat. Gold is flat also. Everything's flat. Right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Metal off.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648.
Checking in on a little baseball playoff action.
So that those Cubs lose or they win? Let's see. They won the opening game, best of 7.
I think they lost 1-0, so the series is 1-1.
Wow. 1-0. Man, that's tight. That is tight.
Seems like things are shaping up for some nice finishes
October
already,
finish.
right? You see that grand slam, of course.
Yeah. Pretty wild. Let's go over and we take a look at the GDX. Now, the GDX, folks, that little baby's trading up 21 cents, $23.20. Now, this also needs some real juice going. This is not doing a thing right now. This is the Market Vectors Gold Mining Trust. So this also has to get back inside the October 4th downdraft, which would be 23.38. You know, I like what it did last week, but guess what? Until that thing can get a sign of strength, not out of the woods.
That's right.
Not out of the woods, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And what does happen after a large downdraft like that? That's a normal occurrence, but it's a shaky aspect that it could go either way on that deal.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to talk. It's got to talk, walk, and squawk. Let's go take a look. So the SPY right now, we're at 16 million shares, which you can make the case, which is pretty cool here, that it's actually going to a lower low and it's rejecting it. You know, so
It's kind of hanging around.
it is. The Qs, the NDX 100, 117.17. Same deal there. Let's go to Ken in Kansas City. Hey, Ken, what's going on?
Hi, you guys. How you doing this morning?
Hey,
Doing
Ken.
great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Cool.
I haven't traded options very much.
Okay.
It's SLV and GLD. How is it a good time you think to get into that? And how far out do you go? And what kind of a price do you decide on that?
Okay, so let's take a look at it. So he's asking about the two ETFs that trade off the physical price of silver and gold. So you have the SLV first. SLV is trading at $16.52. And he's thinking about a longer-term option so that he has defined risk. And it's like, okay, so how much are you going to pay for it? And where do you think it's going to go, number one? Okay, so
Right.
in both cases, like I look at the SLV and you're trading $16.52, and it looks to me that you could get a counter trend bounce, or it might be real, and this is at 1760. Now, 1760, folks, is where we broke down from. So what happens on something like this is that would just be a normal bounce in a market that still wants to go lower, or it's a normal bounce and, you know, it's going to get some strength. Okay, so that's the SLV. The GLD, we take a look at the GLD, and the GLD right now is at 119, and that number in the GLD would be 124. So
Okay.
124.55. So first what you always want to do is look and say, okay, where do you think it can go? Then it would be like, okay, how long is it going to take? And then what are you going to pay for that? And this is where the tough thing is, like always, right? So you'd have to go out at least a couple months. That's December. Let's say we go out to January. Let's just see what the premiums are. Okay, so in January, right now, you'd be paying, so we're at $119.65. If you bought in the money by 65 cents.
By 35 cents, because it's 120, right?
I was.
Or that'd be
I was doing
okay, the 19 you were just saying. Okay.
You'd be paying $3.95.
So you're looking at the 119 call.
Yes. So you'd be paying. You get what, 30 cents. So you'd be paying $3.30. You'd be actually paying $3.95, but it's already in the money by 65 cents.
Yeah. Yep.
So two different things would end up happening there. Is that you're paying $3.30. Okay, let me see this again.
It's like $33 in gold.
Yeah.
Right. Just but
And you're at 119. And I go 119. I go $3. Yeah, see, it's not worth it because
That's 122.95 is
exactly. And
that's what you're looking. Your break even, right?
Yeah.
That's
So your break even, Ken, would be 122.95, right? And we're only looking for it to go to 124.55. You know, that.
And if it expires where it's at right now, you lose all but 65 cents.
Exactly. Exactly. So let's do the SLV. Now this is where it's. You know, I'm glad we're going through this exercise because when you first look at it, look like that's pretty good. It's just 90 days too.
Yeah. You know, paying premium for an option when you don't expect a big move is kind of what this is illustrating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't be paying premium if you only expect a marginal move in terms of, you know.
Right.
So we can pull up for silver
Yeah.
too. Now, the other way you could do that is you could trade a much deeper in the money option.
Yes.
Which would have much less premium.
Right.
But you know you're gonna have a lot more risk in there. But if
Yeah,
it expires where it's at, you're not gonna lose all that premium.
Right.
There's all those risk rewards.
You'd pay up.
Yeah, there'd be a lot
dramatically.
more at risk
Right.
for sure.
So if I do the SLV and go out to January, we're 1760. So if we get into the
Okay, this one's showing where it says 1650, right? Last 1650. Where am I looking?
yeah, but I'm saying it's going to 1760.
Okay. I didn't.
So
You just said we're at 1760. That's where I lost you.
so it.
You want to look at the 16 ones maybe on this one? Because that way, sticking with the same thing, having some value, or
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So.
so those would be about a $1.14.
Yeah.
So yeah, $1.14, call it,
Yeah.
and it's at 1652. So you got 52 cents of like intrinsic value.
Yeah. 72.
And you're gonna have, you know, basically 62 cents. So 52 cents of intrinsic, 62 cents in premium in this.
Yeah.
And in the same way, your break even begins at 1714.
Right. And that's not enough.
Yeah.
So in both cases, you know, Ken,
Now just stay right there for 1 second.
Okay. Yeah.
Back up.
Yeah.
So yeah, to illustrate the point though, right? What if you bought an 11 call, right?
Right.
I mean, that's where you're literally almost getting in at cost when you look at it. They're trading at 566. That's 1666. You know, it's barely, you're paying only 16 cents in premium there.
Right.
And then you're in it, and your break even becomes 1666 if you're looking for 70. That's just, you know,
No, for sure.
There's the,
For sure.
the trade that maybe you could use if you wanted a margin move. I wouldn't do it. You know,
Right.
I'm just, that's that way you understand.
What, Ken? Why don't you go test drive the gold report? Test drive it for 30 days, okay? Because this is what's going on, right? A better trade. I get a couple of them in there, and I think they're better trades for two different reasons, right? Your risk versus your reward is down dramatically, and what you're doing is you're buying a silver equity, and you're buying it at a very inexpensive price. And yes, you could lose 50% there too. You lose 20%, okay? But the difference is you're not paying a premium, and you can get a 50 to 60% move in 3 or 4 months.
Okay, so you think it'd be best to just go with the stock rather than the option?
Big time. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
My name is Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability and host of the Trader's Edge Show heard daily here at TFNN.com. On Wednesday, October 19th at 5 p.m., I'll be hosting a special one-hour event, Trading Range Boundary Lines, where I'll teach subscribers how to identify hidden support and resistance levels, the kind that you definitely need to be aware of for your trading and investing. You'll learn how to plot major horizontal support and resistance, how to identify breakouts and breakdowns, and how to project the next price move. These support and resistance levels work for stocks, ETFs, futures contracts, currencies, and these patterns work on every time frame. By signing up for Mastering Probability right now, you get the first month of my newsletter service for only $49, and that includes October 19th's Trading Range Boundary webinar. Plus, if you sign up now, I'll include access to my 3 one-hour workshops, the ultimate trading signals, the ultimate reversal signals, and the long, short line that every trader needs to know. This is an investment you won't regret. For all the details of the upcoming workshop and reserve your seat today, visit the front page of TFNN.com now.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the 3 hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you do come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right in the carousel, our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, he's going to be doing a webinar for his subscribers this Wednesday.
That's right.
And you can be a subscriber right here, right now.
You nailed it, man. Trading Range Boundary Lines, October 19th, which is Wednesday with Steve Rhodes. So Mastering Probability, you can sign up for $49 right now, $100 off the price usually. And you get a bunch of workshop archives instantly added. 3 of the recent ones he's done for candlesticks, the ultimate trading signal, the long-short line that every trader needs to know about, the oscillator unchanged line, the ultimate reversal pattern line, and of course you get Wednesday night's workshop, and you get his newsletter for 30 days. Great deal. Sign up. You get instant access to all of that right now on your member page.
And then the following Wednesday.
That's right.
That's a beautiful thing.
We're going to follow it up. Larry Pesavento, the pattern that H.M. Gartley missed, the 135 pattern he's going to be talking about. That'll be the following Wednesday, October 26th. And we got a limited quantity of Larry's book, The Trader's Guide to Financial Astrology, with Man Shane, that he's interviewed many times, of course. I'm sure people have heard. And so you sign up for Larry's deal, $97. Comes with a money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied, and I can't imagine you can't, with the Fibonacci 24/7 service, the Wednesday workshop, and we mail you a book, and you keep the book. And it's an awesome book. We've shown it on here.
It's an $80 and $90 book.
It's a $90 book, exactly.
Right. Yeah. And if you haven't seen that full moon, make sure you get out there tonight.
I know. You know,
that was a beautiful moon.
I missed it, and I was bummed. I was seeing on the news this morning they were just showing a few pictures, and I didn't get to check it out.
That was a beauty.
It's always a cool thing.
It was so close.
It always just seems so. It's just a cool sight when it's that big and that bright.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And, of course, you stay right there, folks, because we got some great programming for you coming up. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. Then we're going to Thinkorswim headquarters. They'll be bumming out a little because Chicago lost today.
They will, but you know what? They'll be psyched for earnings season, so they're ready.
Big time.
Yeah.
And then Steve Rhodes will be coming up at 1, Dave White at 2. I'll be back from 3 to 5.
You'll be psyched for earnings season, too.
And, this is it. The earnings season, folks, once...
IBM and Netflix, get ready.
Yeah, it kicks off, man. And then, of course, next week it's going to be insane because...
we're going to have to get a big chart for ourselves to keep track of these.
That Amazon on the 27th, Google on the 27th.
And when is Facebook? 28th,
I want to see these, what IBB's doing, too. So IBB's still down 138. Facebook, FB is November, I think.
Yeah, it's the following
November
week.
2nd. So that's good. This
is steady flow. Yeah.
3 weeks.
This week, and then next week is the Google, Amazon, I think, right?
Yep.
And then the next week,
the exact same day.
You even have Facebook the week after that, so big time.
Huge, no doubt. Apple, actually Apple's this week, I think. No, 25th. So that's going to be 2 days before.
Yeah.
That's gonna be some action, and particularly they're all coming. It'll be interesting to see what they're saying about this holiday, because Apple will be giving some guidance as to what they think they're going to do in the holiday.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, particularly because of the Samsung move, right? Yeah.
Whether they think that they're really going to gain some market share.
Well, there's so many people that just,
the executives in Apple are. You got to view that as almost just
it's a pause.
It's a gift. Like a
gift.
once in a while. Not like I would say like once in a decade opportunity, really, where your competitor and your largest competitor just makes a huge unforced error putting out phones that blow up.
And what is?
Yeah, I mean, and it's like right before Christmas too. Yeah.
Yeah, big deal.
Yep.
There's no doubt about that. And the bottom line is that will they put a deal on top of that?
They should, right?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They're
right?
plotting, and I say it in a good way. Like that's what they're getting paid for, man.
Pretty mild.
Totally.
You stay right there, folks. Remember, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. We got the Dow Industrials right now down 19. Nasdaq's down 5. S&P's down 3. There's not enough sellers out here. That's the bottom line, folks. Can't bust it down. Guess what? Now bust it up. Stay right there for Basil.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.